Hey everybody, welcome to Game Set Bet. I'm your host Crina alongside Sara, and we are in the quarterfinals of Roland Garros. Sara, why don't you start us off?
Well, just to let everyone know right now, Carlitos is playing Zverev. He went down in the first two, but came back in the third. Crina and I were watching live, but that's where we left it. And remember, later today, Rafa is taking on Djokovic. So big matches today, but also some huge matches yesterday. In fact, we had two players that went out of the tournament that I don't think anyone thought were going to leave. We'll start off with Tsitsipas is out. Stefano is gone. Lost to Rune in 4 sets, and he is the first member of the top 8 seeds to exit this side of the bracket.
Wow.
What is your takeaway?
I mean, he was probably a favorite to reach the final, so to see him go out now, it's kind of crazy. Like, and you think about like Denis Shapovalov was playing Rune in the first round. It's like, is he really supposed to ever get past him? I mean, like Rune is on fire right now. Like the 19-year-old just took out Tsitsipas, and like I'm like, I don't know. I think he has pretty good chances against Casper Ruud next.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, like you said, Tsitsipas, like he went into the final last year of Roland Garros. He's number 4. Like he's one of the best players on clay. I think we were all shocked. But yeah, now of course, Rune is set to play Ruud in the quarters tomorrow. The odds for that is Ruud at -205 and Rune at +175. The other big match is number 2. Medvedev is out. He lost 3 straight sets to Cilic, which is insane. Until this point, he had won every set he had played. So that's also an incredible stat for him. But then all of a sudden, it just wasn't his day.
Yeah, I think Cilic even said, like, after the match, he's like, I just played the best tennis match of my career. I'm like, yeah, to beat the world number 2 in straight sets like that at a Grand Slam is kind of impressive. I mean, we've talked about how Medvedev is not a clay player, but at the same time, it was like, I didn't think he would be taken out this easily.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this really shows that with tennis, like, you have your good days and you have your bad, and I guess like this wasn't
a very bad day.
So Cilic will be playing Rublev, who beat Sinner yesterday as well, and the odds for that are +115 for Cilic and -142 for Rublev.
I will say though, like, I don't know why Rublev is so heavily favored, because he played against Sinner, who had to actually retire from the match. So even though he's more rested, Cilic literally did just play the best tennis of his career.
Maybe that motivation will come through in this match.
Yeah, so I'd probably take the plus bet on that. But moving over to WTA, unfortunately, our last Canadian standing is out. Leylah Fernandez, she lost this morning against Trevisan. And, you know, it was kind of sad because in that second set, you could see like she did suffer a foot injury. Her movement was very limited, especially like laterally. So she did fall in 3. I mean, I was like surprised that she even won the second one in the tiebreak, because that was kind of when it happened. But you know, it's okay. I think overall a very positive tournament for her. Taking out Bencic, taking out Anisimova. I mean, just get healthy and move on to the next surface pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. You have to look at the positives. And with this one, like I know we said, we thought this might be her easiest match out of her last, few. But yeah, you pick up an injury, like it was really tough. And as you said, she won that second set, and that's a great achievement for her to walk away with. So absolutely, Leylah, keep your head high. We will be watching for you absolutely in the future.
For sure. And Trevisan will play Coco Gauff next, who beat Sloane Stephens in like standard 2 sets win. Coco Gauff seems to be very comfortable on clay right now, very comfortable at Roland Garros. And so it's really no surprise that she's heavily favored in this match. You can get her at -334 and Trevisan at +250. I mean, I'd probably lean with the teenager here.
Oh, 100%. Like she's one of the favorites to win. I mean, I know it's Iga all the way, but like for her to get to the final now that Leylah's out, I love watching Coco play too, and she's such a like fiery player as well. Like I'm really, it's almost like now that Leylah's gone, I'm like, all right, you go to the final, you got it, because like we love seeing the young players do well. It's great. It's like the next generation is coming. So although I think we've said it 700 times, it's Iga's tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see if she can stir the pot a little.
Yeah, speaking of Iga, she is going to be playing Jessica Pegula because our Romanian beggar did not make it past her, but, it's okay. Iga did lose that first set against Zhang 7-6, just kind of a shock. I was like, oh, what's going on? Yeah, but then she recovered, went back to her Iga way. So, she's heavily favored. And then we also had Kudermetova and Kasatkina facing off. Kasatkina is heavily favored. I think this will be a lot closer than the odds say. Right now, you can get Kasatkina for -200 and Kudermetova for +164. But I do feel like that one might go 3 sets. So lots of exciting quarterfinal matchups. We're getting closer to semis, finals. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
I know we're a little bit nervous about Carlitos right now.
Yeah,
But hopefully
that's what my
everything will be
head's at.
okay. Hopefully everything will be okay by the end of the day. But that's been all for us today on Game Set Bet. I've been Crina alongside Sarah. See you tomorrow.